Welcome to the AMS Dynamics.com podcast. AMS Dynamics.com. Let us be your dynamic business solution.
Hey, I'm Ash.
And I'm Tiny.
And we're going to talk about
entrepreneurship, the importance of entrepreneurship. People who are out there who want to start their own business.
You know, some say that entrepreneurs are what really run this country.
Well, it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
It depends on your perspective on what entrepreneurship is, what it means, and what it really accomplishes. There's a lot of people who have a negative attitude towards entrepreneurs. But for me, people who have a dream to own their own business, what they're really doing is they're seeing a need for something out in the world, and they're saying, you know what, I have the ability and the courage to try to fill that need for people out there.
That's exactly what we're doing.
And it's a very, very, very important thing for people to do. It's the reason that technology continues to evolve. It's the reason that new developments and new, easier, more convenient ways of accomplishing tasks are actually occurring out there. For me, there are things that I wish that I had known in life. One of those things is don't go into debt, don't borrow money. I know people have different attitudes about that, but for me, that's one of the things, one of the hard and fast rules that I live by now. Don't borrow money. And if you told me that when I was 18, that would have been great. But another thing has to do with entrepreneurship. If people want to make more money, there's only two real ways that you can increase your income. The first way is to be more useful, and the second way is to be more entertaining.
Entertaining, yeah.
Yep. If you go out there and you get a gigantic farm combine and a Lamborghini and you set them next to each other, they cost about the same amount of money. People have decided that they have the same value. The farm combine is extremely useful. But the Lamborghini isn't useful for it. Nobody needs a Lamborghini. But everyone can agree they're much more entertaining than the farm combine.
You know, if I had to choose, I need a Lamborghini.
Do you need one?
I need one.
I may die without this Lamborghini.
But I see what you're saying. Useful or entertainment.
Or entertaining. So if you want to increase your income, you can be more useful or you can be more entertaining depending on what career path you've chosen.
Yeah.
But if you've chosen a career path and you're working for someone else, they make that decision. They do.
And so a lot of people with a lot of guts, big cojones, they seriously, I mean, you know,
it takes a certain wherewithal. It takes internal metal.
Yeah, internal metal. That's a good way to say it. They go out there and they go for it. Mm-hmm. Pass or fail, they're going for it.
And they say, okay, I am going to be useful in this way, or I am going to be entertaining in this way. And I'm going to do it in such a way that it brings enough value to people that they're willing to pay me. Mm-hmm. They're willing to pay me to entertain. They're willing to pay me to do the useful thing. They're willing to pay me to give them the useful item.
Yeah.
And so that, for me, in my mind, it utterly altered the way that I look at everything about generating income and making money. Everything. Because once you change that one cornerstone, because everybody my whole life always said, get a good job with good benefits.
Yep.
I still remember my guidance counselor in high school in 11th grade. I can see it in my head. I could name her name, except for I don't want to. I can see her standing there talking about getting a good job with good benefits.
Yep.
Now I look back and I'm like, you're giving me this advice, but you're up there, you're making $38,000 a year as a guidance counselor at a public school.
Do better than I did.
You know what I mean?
Should be saying.
That's what she should be saying.
Well, she probably, we fell victim to it. Nobility, honor, and a service.
Yeah. There is nothing wrong with that, and there's everything right with that.
Yeah.
But what about utilizing what you learned in a career where you were providing a service, a noble and honorable service, but you learned so much that could be useful to people outside of that career?
Yeah.
People who were not her students in her school could learn a lot about what the things that she learned about conflict resolution, things that she learned about planning for your future. She could have been providing that as a service on the side as an entrepreneur.
Oh, I see where you're going now.
You see what I mean?
Yes. So she still has the service, the honor and the ability of the job. It's useful what she's doing.
It is useful.
Entrepreneur that, which is very scary because it's very easy to sit there and work for somebody else and just get what's coming to you.
Because every 2 weeks here comes the paycheck.
That's exactly
the good
right.
benefits is that safety net of insurance,
Yes.
health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, dental insurance. That nice little safety net. It's very safe. It's a very safe feeling. And I'm not counseling anybody against that. What I am saying is that everybody's got life experiences and career education that they can utilize and leverage in order to do something that's either more useful or more entertaining to help them provide a service that's valuable. Dr. Ken Jong, I'm sorry, I said Kim Jong. Ken Jong. You know who that is?
Okay. I might show me ignorance. He is the actor, but also a doctor.
Yes.
Am I right?
He is a
He's hilarious.
doctor who is also an actor who became an actor who happens to be a doctor.
Yes.
You see it? So he was doing
He's
something that
hilarious.
was extremely useful, but it wasn't letting him express who he really was.
Now he got into the entertainment.
Exactly. And so he decided, I'm going to do something that allows me to be more entertaining. Because if you can crack jokes as a doctor, my doctor's funny. You probably have Dr. T is funny.
Dr. T is hilarious.
You see
Love
what I
that
mean?
guy.
But if he decided, you know what, this is my passion, I want to entertain, I'm going to step out and I'm going to do something that's more entertaining.
Wow.
So Dr. Ken, he was a doctor who was also an actor who then became an actor who happened to be a doctor.
Yes.
That is
the guidance counselor could do the same thing.
the guidance
theoretically.
counselor, and so can you, so can I,
Yep.
so can everybody who's listening. Everybody's got that idea. Everybody has that book that remains unwritten, that song that is unsung. They've got that thing inside of them that's like a monster that's trying to break out of them. That feeling that I am doing.
Well, essentially,
Why don't I feel good? But you're not
Yeah.
doing what you are meant to be doing.
Well, essentially, me and you are doing it right now. This is part of the monster in us to get out, is to talk. To
Love
communicate,
podcasting.
Podcast, help people out, see them grow. I would love to help people out of my cardboard box and watch them grow up and be in mansions. And
Yeah.
that to me is worth it.
That person that has the idea for a business that comes to our firm and talks to each of the people that we have there
Yep.
in their different specialties, and this is what I want to do. This is what I want this company to become. Let us help you do that.
Yep.
It's imperative that people recognize that everybody's got that little flame inside of them that says, I really am burning to do this. This podcast is brought to you by AMS LLC out of Greensboro, North Carolina. AMS LLC is a full-service business consultation firm that provides tax services, accounting, and bookkeeping and payroll. And then there's a division that Ash and I work in, AMS Dynamics. We provide creative solutions, including logo design, videography, photography, website, social media, anything that you need for your creative solutions for your business.
That's right. On our website, if you go to amsdynamics.com and you want to book an appointment for any of those things or a consultation, check it out. Book now up top corner. Set up a schedule with us. Come on to the office, or we can do it via Zoom or by phone call or however is more convenient for you.
And the website has a comprehensive list of all the services that we provide, along with the description of each one. And you can contact us and find out more information about it. Check out amsdynamics.com. And you don't have to stop what you're doing in order to do that. You can do it in addition to what you're doing until that flame gets into a roaring fire and you say, you know what, this is just what I do now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the doctor who wanted to be an actor, who became the actor who happened to be a doctor.
He showed up in The Hangover, and that movie was hilarious.
It was funny.
The very first one. Oh, my gosh.
When Mike Tyson punches that guy, and the other one goes, man, he still got it.
When he jumped out of that trunk,
Yeah, Dr. Ken did, yes.
I was like, what in the world?
What is happening? But that is, no
He
hesitation.
went for it.
Full
Yes,
bore.
full bore.
You can't go any more for it than that.
No,
So, you know what? I'm going to be
no.
entertaining, and this is what I'm willing to do for it.
He is in the dictionary. You look up full bore. It is him. Medical school, and I'm jumping out of a trunk naked.
Full send, baby.
Full. Let's do it. Now look at him. And the world's better off because he is hilarious. I love his personality.
Yeah. And he's on several different shows that I
Yep.
really like. I enjoy. I
Yep.
watch them. And actually, he's fostering new people. He's got that show, I Can See Your Voice. And you've got new artists, new singers coming out. Yeah.
I see, that's awesome.
It's fantastic. There have been some really, really emotional moments on that show. It's just a goofy show. It's a Dr. Ken show. He gets out there, he's goofy, he says funny stuff, and goofy stuff happens. But you've got really talented singers, and emotional moments happen because these people finally get a forum on which to display what their desire is, their method of entertaining.
So essentially, this podcast is about you got a flame, you got it, you got a little monster inside of you that wants out. Do it.
What was it? I want to say this was the movie Rocky Balboa, where Rocky says that there's all this stuff. It's like a beast in the basement. Well, you've been hiding that beast in the basement because you had responsibilities. You felt I'm supposed to be doing this. Yeah. I am supposed to have that house. I'm supposed to have the job. I'm supposed to have the good benefits. I have my 2.5 kids and my 1.8 dogs, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Why am I not happy? You're not happy because you're doing what everybody else said you were supposed to be doing. Yeah. You're not doing what you know you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. Take your chance. Take a shot and really, really go for it. Full bore.
Now, I hear you. Now, my full chance, my full bore is being very rock solid, having my 2.5 kids on 1.5 and having a mortgage in it. Now I'm solid ground. Now I can put my foot into the cold pool a little bit. And that's my personality.
No, which is, I'm not saying anything to denigrate that. What I'm saying is that there are plenty of people out there who have established those things, what they were expected to do.
Yes.
Whether it's that, I painted that picture because that speaks to you and me.
Yeah, because I left a 14-year career. My path was set. I saw this, and I had a burning desire to do what me and you are doing right now.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. And we're having a great time, and we're helping people, and we're building businesses, and we're assisting people building their businesses. Yes. It's phenomenal. I've never been more satisfied as I am now.
Gold-plated mansions.
Absolutely. If every one of our clients has a jet, I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
Thrilled.
You know why? Because I'm like, hey, can I get a ride to Cincinnati?
I wonder what's in Cincinnati now. But I'm not denigrating that particular. What I'm saying is when other people place an expectation on you. My dad always wanted me to be a doctor.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always wanted me to be a doctor. And you know, when I was in high school, I had a teacher who was very powerful in my life. They wanted me to be a lawyer or a writer. You know, and if I had become a lawyer because somebody else wanted me to, you know, that appears on the outside to be success, but does it feel like success to you?
Yeah.
You know?
I loved my job.
I did.
I got up every morning and was like, let's get it. And then this opportunity came up. And I was like, oh my God, let's take over the world.
Because you're able to be useful and entertaining.
And myself. Yes.
And yourself, of course. So these things are important. It's very, very important for people to recognize whether they are succeeding in someone else's expectation. Are you the star in somebody else's movie?
Oh.
Are you know what I mean?
Or are you GTG, go-to guy?
Yeah, exactly. The Team GTG, the go-to guy. Are you the go-to guy for somebody else doing something that you're good at and you enjoy, but it's not the thing that you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Because if you're the star in someone else's movie, that means you're an extra in your own movie. Be the star of your own movie. You know, if you want to be an actor, go for it.
Go for it.
Dr. Ken did. You're talking about going through medical school. You're talking about 8 years minimum
done. He's set.
College level. And you go through all of that and still just to say, you know what? No, I'm going to do this other thing. This other thing is speaking to me.
How scary that be?
That's terrifying.
Peers,
it's got to be.
Your family.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? Well, I'm going for this audition.
No, but you're set. You're set. You just do another 20 years and you get your pension and you get your retirement and you're good.
Yeah. That's a perfect example. I never thought of that, but you're right.
It's true. It's true. And so the importance of at least analyzing a business startup, entrepreneurship as a path, it was never exposed to me when I was younger. My dad, I won't say he tried. I will say that he was, when I say try, I won't say that he tried to expose me to that idea. I observed him always having his own entrepreneurial ideas. He would see something and be like, somebody needs to start a business to do that. Somebody.
Well, you do that. That's where you get it from then.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That is exactly where I get it from. I saw it my whole life since I was a little kid. He would say, somebody needs to start a business to do that. But he never himself had that internal drive to go and do that. He himself wanted to be a doctor. And now he is, in fact, doctor my last name.
Well, you don't want to expose who you are. No, I'm just playing.
So,
Yeah,
the act of at least entertaining the idea, you know what? I can be that person that starts that business that does that thing. If you see a need,
yeah,
you can analyze it, the pros, the cons, how you can go about it, the appropriate approach. And if there's holes in your analysis, you know what? That's it. I do want to start that business to do that. I can solve that problem. I know how to do it. I have an idea. If there are holes in the rest of your plan, your map, your process, come see us.
yeah,
We've got you covered.
we do. We got your
AMS
back.
LLC, we have got you covered for sure. There's just about nothing that you can approach in our firm that we'll have to say, oh, well, we don't know how to do that, because we have everything in our four walls that a business owner could possibly need to go from startup to success story.
And that's where the passion is. I want to be that one-stop shop. I want to be that Swiss Army knife for your business.
Swiss Army knife, I like that.
I need a corkscrew. We do that.
Just keep us in your back pocket for when you need us.
You just give us a call. Check out our website.
AMSDynamics.com.
We can do it all, and you can do it all. And we can work together, and we can do everything.
We absolutely believe in you, and together we can make it happen. Startup to success story. AMSDynamics.com.
This is Ash.
This is Tiny.
AMSDynamics.com.